Hello and welcome to my Cat-Judged Road to 1000. Today is Sunday and I had a very relaxing day, so hopefully that will help a little bit. Yesterday I was pretty tired. I don't know if that was the reason the game went so badly, but let's hope today will be better. That is the main goal, just do better than yesterday. I have no explanation for all the bad decisions I made, and I'm really scared I'm gonna repeat that. But we will try. We will really try. That's my only goal. I don't care about the outcome. I just want to make better decisions today. So, without further ado, let's find ourselves an opponent. We are playing with the black pieces today, and we have Pebbles as our emotional support cat today on duty. I hope she's not leaving. And we will be able to play our Karo Khan. I actually did just repeat my lines before this game because I was really annoyed with myself that I had forgotten them. This line was among them. I think I'm supposed to take here. So this should still be book for me. And this is me being out of book. Technically, my next move would be this, and I'm wondering if that is still the case. Go here, if they take, I take. Should still be fine, so I'm gonna go with that. So they do this. I'm still gonna take the knight. Attacking the bishop. Where's my opponent from? Portugal. So I cannot take here now. Oh, actually I can. If I take here and they try to checkmate me here, I can just take. What is this game? That was the weirdest thing, but I think I deserve this. Like, other YouTubers get this all the time. I think I deserve this for once. So this will be my confidence booster, and I will play another game. Let's nevertheless quickly review this, but I don't think there's a lot to review, but just to keep the routine. Okay, so very, very quick review. I don't want to spend too much time on this. There's just nothing happened. So just to see if I got the opening right, basically. I got actually 10 points for this game, so I'm not mad about this. Increased my non-queen blunder counter, which is good. Time usage is not relevant here because I was still playing book, I hope. And then we have the details. Played with 100% accuracy. That's good to know. Opponent still 65. That is surprising with like, wasn't it like 3 blunders in that time? But I had one great move, 5 book moves. So it does mean probably that I was in book the whole time. I had 2 best moves and that's it. 5 book moves, 1 great and 2 best moves. So like literally didn't make a mistake. And I only had 1 blunder. That is surprising to me, to be honest. So let's have a look. Book, 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 book. Taking, I knew. This I knew. Then bring out my knight. I knew. This I was not super familiar with, like this specific thing. I don't think that's one of my lines. But I thought it was still correct to go with a knight to attack this knight. And if they take, I would take back. But they didn't. So this was their blunder. Letting the queen hanging wasn't? Or maybe, yeah, I think it's always that the engine doesn't see it anymore, like if the bar is so off the charts. So that was a blunder because yes, I could just win the knight and attack the bishop at the same time. They brought out their queen. For a second, I was worried about checkmate here, but then I saw that this move is actually protecting the square and attacking the queen. So did this, and then this. I don't know why this. Again, probably because the bar was already off the charts. In this case, that they didn't count this as a blunder, but it was, and then they gave up. Okay, I'm wondering what happened to them. I'm very sorry for them, unless they were on tilt anyways already. All right, so that's it for this game, and the next one will start in a second. So this is the second game. Actually, this is the third time I'm recording this, because what happened, I played the game and I forgot to record. I think I got my recording buttons mixed up. I probably was still recording from the first game, and then I hit stop and thought it was hitting recording. Anyways, so then I tried to just use the review, hide all the results, and just walk you through my thoughts. But then I didn't have the microphone on. So now I'm re-recording, and my first attempt also failed because I had the result on the board already. So third attempt after playing the game, but I did not want to lose the game because the first game was so short, so I wanted to make sure we have a proper game to look at today as well. So now let me try and see if I can finally get it right and walk you through the game as it happened. Start. I think I need to turn off the classification and the arrows to keep up the suspense. So I was able to play my London. Here we have the first moves on the board. Here I'm always a tiny bit confused. I have seen this before, and I always ask myself, does this change anything about my book moves? But I decided that no, it won't change anything, so I made my regular e3 move, and the next one would be g3 unless they do anything weird. They didn't. I think I've also seen this before. I still thought for a short time if there's anything I need to be worried about, but I decided to just go with book, or what I thought was book in this case. They moved their pawn, which looked completely normal to me. So I was shortly thinking, I knew my knight would be next. I just wasn't sure, should I go here or here? I know book is d2 normally, but again, I wasn't super sure with this configuration if this changes anything, because I know sometimes you do go to c3 in the London, but I think it has more to do with the pawns here and the bishop maybe coming out here. So I don't know if they played the modern or Indian, or I don't know what it is. I think this is when things change maybe a little bit about where the knight goes. So I decided to just go with a regular move here. They put out their bishop. I basically, as a reflex, just push my pawn in this case, because this is where I want to have it anyways. Although I did think for a second, is this good if they take, but they don't take, because I was thinking, what if they take? Do I want to take here? But that's of course stupid if they take my pawn and lose their bishop. So I don't know why I was worried about that, but yeah. They moved back to a position that also looked vaguely familiar, because normally they do this pretty early, and then I would just go here. Again, I was thinking for a second, because again, I was just insecure about I guess the knight being here. I don't even know if this is if the knight is normally here, or why I'm confused. But anyway, I still decided to still go with what I think is book in this case, and just take a step back and see if they take. I take with a pawn, and then hopefully have like the half open file here for a possible attack. They did take, and I didn't think long and took back. And then I was, why are they still showing arrows, by the way? They're kind of showing my thoughts. So I was thinking about going here, but I was kind of annoyed that I went here. So I was very insecure if the knight was in fact at a good place here, because I kind of thought, don't I want to go here and then take back with the queen if they attack? But let me just see if I can fix those arrows. Autoplay show moves? I don't know. No, the arrows are still here. Or was it my own arrow? I don't know. So they castled. And now they still show arrows. Interesting. And again, they show my thoughts. That's very funny. Because yeah, I was thinking, no, is this the right moment to bring my knight up here? Because I have this vague memory that in the London, once you've done your development, if they've castled, this is the time to jump up with the knight. Wasn't completely sure, but that's my memory, and I didn't see a reason not to do it, so I went there. I was thinking about the queen coming here. Like, again, why are they showing my thoughts? How is that possible? Yeah, but I was thinking about this move, what would happen, but my plan was to then support it with the knight here, which I was hoping would be fine. They did not make this move, however, they instead came here with the... Geez, I'm just so confused. You show all my thoughts. They instead came down with the knight. I was looking around here a little bit because I've been traumatized by the last couple of days, of course, with all the forks that I missed. I kind of remembered that I usually go here with the bishop then to threaten them and maybe exchange. So this was my idea. I don't remember if I thought about anything else. Did I maybe still think about going here anyways and just let them do? I think maybe I think I was thinking about this as well. And then I thought my memory was like that this was the good move to do, that this was usually the right move. So I went with this one. They took my knight. And I mean, there wasn't a lot that I could think about, so I was checking for a second, but then I was like, just take back. That's it. So I was curious what would happen now. Like, I was also wondering if they don't take me now, should I take them with the next move? But they did take. And again, I didn't have anything to think about, so I just took back. And my plan was to castle. How? But I don't think that's the engine, because I did the review already before. I don't think this is what the engine suggests. This is why I'm so confused and surprised. But this was my thought, that I take, and then at the next best chance, I wanted to castle here to get the rooks on this side and maybe see if I have an attack somewhere here. And now they threatened my knight. And I was wondering where I should go with it. I was thinking of going here or here. But then I thought about this one for a second, and I was like, hey, this looks suspiciously like a mate, possibly, because I saw that the knight is looking at this square. So I was thinking, that was probably my longest thought. I was thinking here, is this mate? Where can they go? Can they take me? No, the queen is supported here. They cannot go here. They cannot go here. They cannot go here. Because of the knight. So this should be checkmate. And that's exactly what happened. So that was another very quick game. But yeah, now you see why I didn't want to not post it, because one of the very few winning games, I wanted to make sure I put this out, even in this weird format. So yeah, this felt really, really good. It also felt really, really clean. So I was curious about the review, if it was as perfect as I thought. And that's what we will see next. Okay, and here we are to have a look at the analysis. We now have 730 rating points, which is finally looking a little bit better again. Like, I'm always just happy if I'm above my starting range, which was 725. Time usage, I guess it doesn't matter because we didn't even really make it out of the opening. 4 games without a queen blunder, so I got 2 in today, so that increased it quite a bit. 2 very lucky games, I guess, today. But I'm really curious. I actually did not look at the evaluation while I was going through the analysis to replay the game, if that makes any sense, because I didn't want to spoil it for myself. So, Let's have a look. We played with 88.4% accuracy. I was actually expecting more because I felt like I did not make any mistakes, but if it's not even in the 90s and we were still in the opening and I thought I didn't make anything wrong, so there must have been something that was off. So I'm curious about that. Opponent played with 68% accuracy. I had one great move, 5 book moves, so we got quite far into the London apparently. I had 4 best moves, only 1 good, that is great. Oh, but I did have 1 accuracy and I had a mistake even. That is surprising to me. That is surprising to me. I would not have expected this. And my opponent had a blunder, which apparently was the pawn move, I think. So let's see. I played like a 1500. I mean, this doesn't count. We were in the opening, so I will not gloat about that. And opponent 850. So apparently we both had a really good opening. Probably because we were in book for so long. So let's go here. So we're here. Oh wait, I have to switch on because I switched this off for the replay of the game. Show best move and show classification. So let's go again from the start. Book, book, book. Okay, this is all book. See, I didn't even know this because it looked, I've seen it before, but I didn't know that this is actually also book for the other side. This was book. See, if I had suspected any move to be not great, I would have thought it was this one, that maybe I should have gone here right now. But this is the normal book. I was just not sure about the pieces being here. Okay, so was still good. This was best, great. They should have gone completely back. I should have gotten out with my queen here to attack this. I never do this. And actually, my coach said to not do this. I should just develop all my pieces first and then bring out the queen. So I should not do any of these weird things. And I will try to listen. So I did this because I still kind of know this from the London. But again, I wasn't sure if with the pieces as the way they are here, if this is still the right move. They took, I took back, which was then best. I was pretty sure about that one. And then they castled. I jumped in, which is best. Apparently it was correct to prepare for jumping in with, I don't know why there's so many arrows here now. I just configured the same configuration I had before, but I'm seeing more arrows now, but it's fine. But this was actually my plan, as I said, jumping here and then getting back in here if the queen attacked. Like, are they reading my thoughts? Because I was expecting the queen to come here. Anyways, so they jumped in with the knight, which was a mistake. And is this showing me what I should do or what I did do? Let's see. Wait, what? This is a mistake? Anna says, careful, it looks like you're going to lose a knight here. How am I losing a knight? I guess they don't mean this one, so maybe they mean this one. So let's assume if they go here, then I don't know, I go here. And then what? No, I don't see it spontaneously. I don't want to drag this out for too long. Then I don't understand the arrows, by the way. Like, what are these arrows showing me then? I would have expected, like, this is what I should do, but it isn't. Let's see what the engine says is going to happen. So this was a mistake. This would have been best. G4 would have been best. And what's happening now is the knight jumping in here. Ah, okay. So not the pawn, but the knight. And then, but what? So what if I do this? Take. Like, how am I? Okay, I think I don't get it. I'm not good with dealing with the engine apparently because I don't see. So show follow up. But I wouldn't do this. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. Like why would I do this? Wait. This? No, I'm sorry. I cannot figure this out. But apparently a mistake. I didn't see this. So they did this. I took back, which was also questionable. Like, what's going on? I thought I was playing completely cleanly. So they're here. So they wanted me to take first. I take back. And then I take with the king? Am I crazy or is the engine crazy? What? Why would I? What? No. I refuse to listen to the engine today. Is this April Fool's? Never mind. I don't know. I'm good with what I did. And I took. So I'm better, but I'm so confused. I was so proud of this game, and oh, the engine is like fooling me. And then they just made this huge blunder. And I had to checkmate. I actually did not see the checkmate though, because the checkmate was there before, and I didn't see it. So they were actually better than me because they did see, I think, the checkmate, and they probably thought, this is so my brain actually. They thought, hey, I'm attacking this knight, so it cannot harm me anymore, and I have an escape square. But then I didn't see that, yeah, I don't have to run away, I can actually just attack. So, but yeah, this could totally have happened to me. I mean, hopefully not, but it's possible. So yeah, anyways, I'm really, really happy that I got a lot of points back today. I think I started today with 711, so I got 29 points. So I must have gotten 9 points for this game. I got 10 points for the other game. So at least I got a lot of rating back and a tiny confidence booster, even though the engine is trying really hard to take this away from me, and I'm not okay with that. So anyways, I hope you're happy with me. That would be even more important. So please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and see you soon.